Hello, welcome to the Leeds House with me, James.
And me, Kevin.
And today we are going to be talking about the lovely game that happened yesterday against Chelsea.
Yeah, it was a game.
It was a game of
Football?
almosts, I'd say.
Yeah, agreed.
Almosts. There was a lot of good play, couple of errors in there, but on the whole, we're just lacking a little bit.
Lacking a bit up top,
Yeah,
really.
top.
And there is some, like, or maybe probably from what I saw, some confidence issues in that squad as well out there at the moment.
Yeah, we're still a very young team. Third game in 8 days. Maybe a little bit of some players need a bit of a rest over the week, but I was quite confident that we were going to get something from yesterday's game. I knew that Chelsea have got quality all over the shop. I knew it was going to be difficult at times. I knew they were going to keep the ball for periods of the game, but I thought on the whole we weren't overwhelmed by them at any point.
No, as the game went on, I got more confident that we were going to get a result, and the way we were playing, we were playing okay.
We were.
Centre midfield, I thought we were strong again.
Yeah.
And there's some really, really good performances, like especially towards the end of the first half, especially after we got through that first 20 minutes. I thought we really, really grew into the game. And as the game, like I said, as the game went on, I thought we're going to get something out of this.
I did. It's like a build up now is like I said in the last episode. It's not as like fast paced. It's not all over the shop. There's a bit more patience in the build ups. There's a bit more sort of tactical, sort of getting into certain positions before you're making passes and stuff. We do look very, very assured up there now. It's just when we get into the final bit, certain decisions aren't being made properly, are they?
Well, it's like they're cacking their pants when they get up there.
You've got a special mention for someone, haven't you?
Special mention
For one of our amazing players yesterday.
Jack Harrison.
Yes.
Oh, his final ball's amazing.
He does this, doesn't he?
Yeah, so
Does
good.
it?
So good.
Just goes in and out of like
Form.
Yeah, he looks like a Premier League player, and then he looks like he plays, I don't know, tiddlywinks.
He's been playing marbles for ages, and has been not been part of his granddad's. He's again kept his spotties and milkies all for himself, and everyone's doing blockses on him. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, he's crossings.
It's terrible.
It's so frustrating because there was a number, not even just yesterday. There's been a number of times this season with Jack Harrison where we get into really, really good positions where it's just that ball, and it, like the Cardiff one, when he pulls off an amazing thing, you think, wow, and then it's so infrequent with him. Maybe the transfer to Leicester sort of playing on his mind a bit.
I don't know, maybe should have sold him in the summer.
Just got rid of him.
Sold him to Newcastle.
Yeah,
Could have got some good money for him then as well.
could have. It's just the consistency with Jack, isn't it? It's up and down. It's either like he's putting in performances where you think he's like one of the best players in the team, and then you go to yesterday and he seemed to be the weak link a bit at times yesterday.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, when he was overshooting those passes, especially to the back stick, it was absolutely terrible. Yeah. I even saw Firpo go mad when Harrison messed up yesterday. I think he needs to be benched. And I've seen people talking about, like, what is Aronson? I thought Aronson was better than Harrison yesterday.
He was.
When he gets into that 18-yard box, he comes alive, doesn't he?
He does.
And he's got, when he says little twinkle toes when he's going past people, he's just a bit small. And like we mentioned, he needs the Akinfenwa diet, but when after that game finished yesterday, it was really, really a hard result to take. And I don't know, we had chances.
We did.
But we didn't have big chances, apart from Maria's header in the last minute.
Clear-cut ones. I mean, I'll tell you the best chance we had, and it's just, it was the, when it come back into Ruta, and he sort of volleyed it.
Oh, yeah.
The defender in his way.
Oh, Koulibaly.
Anywhere to the side, I think that's a goal. It's just them moments, isn't it? The things aren't just falling for us correctly up there. Because I think he gets a goal,
and the dynamic of the game changes.
It does massively, but again, the young, he's still growing, and I feel sorry for him a little bit because I know we paid 35 million for him, and he's like big signing.
Yeah.
but he is still young, and I don't think he would have, or anyone would have expected him to be starting now with the form that Rodrigo's in.
Yeah, I think that there was a lot of people expecting him to start, big money, big coming in. I think he's just not had a lot of football. And I say this every single week on here. He's got some twinkle toes.
He has his.
He just needs a goal. I think he needs a goal. Would you rather have him than up top than Bamford currently?
Bamford offers you something that he doesn't. Bamford offers you the sort of physicality with the defenders, and he offers you hold up play
and defence at the front post.
Gets fouls. Yeah, he's good in that respect as well.
That's where the goal came from yesterday.
Yeah, in terms of his prowess in front of goal at the moment, he's been out of the team for God knows how long. I know he scored a couple against Cardiff, he scored against Villa, but you can see when he gets in them positions. Was it the Liverpool game where it come to him, and it's usually it would have been a first time shot. He's took a touch, he's took it out wide, and I think that's what you've got with Bamford at the moment. It's just a lot of rustiness. He seems really when he's running, he seems to be running in treacle.
Yeah, it's a bit gangly.
Yeah, it's really, really sort of off it, because he seemed to be deceivingly quick when we first come up, but he seems like to have lost a bit of yard of pace, and I don't know whether that's the injuries down his legs.
It has to be something to do with it.
19,000 injuries down both of his legs.
Yeah, but now he just feels like a one season wonder though, playing for England. He was in the England squad. Couldn't score against Andorra though.
No, he couldn't. No, I think probably that came to him, and he thought that was it. He was there then.
He's made it
since that point.
He's going to the World Cup.
Yeah, it's gone. But
well, we've got two international number 9s according to Radrizzani, haven't we? So
he's not lying. They did play. They have played.
Well, Rodrigo's played a lot for Spain. Didn't he scored against England once as well?
Don't know. I'm not
no,
sure.
Do you know, it's weird that we think about Rodrigo now.
We
miss him badly. You don't realise how good he is when you play him in his top position. He's got just a little bit of air of confidence. He doesn't.
He's got instinct as well.
That's it, and we need him back as fast as we can.
Yeah, the first couple of seasons, and I think a lot of fans probably wrote him off and thought,
"Oh, Bielsa's playing in centre midfield."
I know. I mean, I don't even think Bielsa's system was good for Rodrigo.
No, obviously
not. It wasn't good for him, and it probably affected his first season. Last season, the whole season was just a mess.
Yeah,
from almost start to finish in terms of injuries, not having enough money to be able to update the squad that needed to be updated. We got Firpo and Dan James, as we've said before, who didn't really contribute at all last season. And then when your team that you've got there are falling apart around you, last season was going to be terrible. So Rodrigo, this season he's come alive a bit. As you say, he's playing up top,
which is his position.
He looks like a number 9.
Yeah. And not many teams have number 9s anymore. And he looks good. Well, how many goals has he got this season? 10? 9, 10?
12, I think.
12 league goals?
No, not league goals. I think he scored in the FA Cup, didn't he?
He's got more goals than Mohamed Salah in the league.
Yeah. I think he doesn't. Now he's out of the game for a bit, and then he'll pop up with a goal, and it's like, what would you prefer that?
Yeah, I'd prefer that,
wouldn't you? We need that right now.
We can't hit the back of a ball.
No, we can't, and we need that right now. We need someone up there who is clinical at the times when we need him to be clinical.
And Bamford was that when we first came up there, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. And the first season we've come up with riding on a crest
of magic.
Of coming straight from the Championship. Very, very small summer.
Yeah.
And we've sort of been able to carry that in, along with not having any fans there. I think that played a massive part as well, because there's less pressure. You come in the Premier League and there's no fans there.
Yeah.
And it just allowed them to be a bit more free with how they wanted to play. And the bad results, obviously no fans there, you ain't got booze and stuff, so. But, yeah.
I just wish the fans were there for when Stuart Dallas scored that winner against Man City. That would have been amazing.
It's a shame, because it almost feels like we had that first season, we were amazing. Not like the best team, but we were really, really, really good for that first season. And it's almost like because there was no fans there, tour didn't really count.
Yeah.
The first season, it was all we had to start again, like last season with all the fans coming back in. We've had to start again and sort of build up a bit of a profile in the Premier League. But again, like the thing is, when we the reason we need that proficiency up front is there's going to be games where we don't get many chances.
Yeah.
And we're going to get the one chance. And if you've got, say, Harrison on that form that he was in yesterday, he's getting into a position and we've got this one sort of chance and he can't play the right ball and it goes off. It doesn't. That's why we need somebody being able to just, even if we're playing badly, we get one chance to be able to stick the ball away.
I think Rodrigo's probably the only one at the moment that's going to be able to do that. Yeah, and maybe big Willie. But obviously,
Willie Nonto.
But yeah, he needed a rest yesterday, though. You know that.
I think because he burst on, and then since he burst on and started playing well, they've just left him in there, haven't they? And not really worked with him. It's almost like just give it to him and let him do something.
Yeah.
It's like no. You need a bit of structure. You need to understand how you can work him into games that's gonna help the team be effective, instead of just like whacking him out on the wing and just slapping the ball to him.
Yeah.
And going, right, make something happen. And bless him, he tried. He never shirked away from the ball. He's always trying. But teams were catching on to it a bit, weren't they?
Straight away.
They have been, and it's like, right, he's the dangerous player for them. Let's get 2 or 3 players around him, and it just cut him out of the games. Even still, he still like managed to do little bits and bobs, but his influence on the game was dwindling a bit. Oh, we've got Man United and Liverpool on at the moment, so
just watching Scum play it right now, and hopefully they get spanked, but we'll see.
We'll see. We were just saying, weren't we? Like, we're looking at the table. They've got 2 games in hand, and if they win them, they're right in the title picture.
Yeah.
And we're just hoping that doesn't happen.
We definitely don't want that to happen, especially right now anyway.
No.
I don't want them going on to win the league and then, yeah, I'm not saying it out loud, but yeah, I don't fancy that this year.
I don't think they will. But
no,
it's there.
I think Arsenal are going to win the league.
I do. I sort of hope they do and hope they don't at the same time, because the Arsenal fans are hilarious. If they lose from this point, it'll be fun to see the aftermath of that. But what if they finish second, say Man City win it, and then Man City get booted out the league?
Man United automatically win the league.
They get it,
and then whoever finishes third from bottom doesn't get relegated. So there's only 2 relegation places. Basically, Man City get booted out of the league. But we know that's never going to happen. Man City are not getting booted out of this.
You not think?
No chance.
No.
I mean, they'll get a financial punishment, something retroactive.
Oh, they'll get a fine, because that's the one thing that they'll struggle at doing is paying money. Great crap.
Yeah. What do you think of Junior Firpo yesterday?
I think he's found his sort of
formation and playing style.
Yeah,
he looked all right, didn't he?
Yeah.
He didn't play badly.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. I think there was that one moment where we fell over for about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. But he does look a lot more confident when he's on the ball. He looks a lot more assured of himself, definitely. He sort of knows what he's supposed to do now.
Yeah.
He just needs to carry on now. I mean, the fact that we're not talking about him being shy anymore
and getting his usual yellow card after 15 minutes
is good enough for me.
Yeah.
If he's just being proficient in what he's supposed to do, I'm happy with Junior Firpo. Just being a left back, being solid, and helping defend. That's as far as him going forward, that can come. But right now, while we're not scoring, we need to not concede.
Yeah.
Basically.
With this game on in the background, watching Cody Gakpo play, and then just realised we got Nonto instead of Gakpo. We were looking.
Yeah, we were. I mean, even Sinistera was sort of had better numbers than him.
Yeah.
Didn't he?
Well, Sinistera, I keep forgetting that we've got Sinistera.
Yeah, we have.
I keep forgetting we've got him. Is he going to be injured all the time? Or is this going to be his Leeds career?
I don't know. I think it's the whole adjustment to playing in the league.
The big boy league.
The big boy league, it is. And as we said before, it's not as physical as it used to be, but it's still demanding. It's still hard. Like, every team
is good.
Yeah, every team's got a good player.
Yeah.
Every team can hurt you. And every team, when I say every team, a lot of teams work hard and they make you work. And coming from the Dutch league, which is not known for its
physicality.
Yeah.
It's very technical, isn't it?
Very technical, very sort of tippy-tappy.
And it's very youth-friendly, isn't it?
Yeah.
They bring a lot of youngsters through, and they're all not in that sort of mould, so they're not going to be running around two-footing everybody. Not going to be doing a Julian Dix.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And the players in the Premier League are clever as well. So it's like leaving a tackle, leaving something in on a tackle. If someone's having a good game against you.
Oh, like that Alcaraz for Southampton yesterday. Did you see that?
Was
That is wild bad. Southampton should get booted out of the league for that.
But it's like when you're running at full power in this league, it don't take a lot for you to be injured. It don't take a lot for someone to just knock you off your balance and you fall and you hurt yourself. If he gets in and he keeps himself fit, I think he'll be an asset to us. It's just getting that consistency.
I really want to see him play more matches because he's that bit of magic. He's that playmaker that we're missing.
Yeah.
He could play as the 10. Would you play him as a 10? I'd play him as a 10.
I'd give anyone a chance at a 10.
Nonto, I'd give him a chance at a 10.
Well, he comes as a forward, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's got. Sinisterra's always been that inside left as coming in the right, with same as Nonto, and like Rafinha was for the left, and that's where. Well, if you look at it, Sinisterra, Nonto probably our two best players.
Yeah,
and they're both in that same position, so something's got to give at some point. Maybe him play Nonto up front.
Yeah, I think in the old system, I think there was never like the three behind the one.
Yeah.
I don't think it was ever a set position for them. I think it was more of like they could interchange and that.
But what made us good under Bielsa was the width and the wide players.
Yeah.
We were really dangerous from width, especially when we had obviously Rafinha
and the overlaps.
And Harrison, when on his day when he's playing from that left hand side, what teams were scared of from us was the width, and then we lost that with Marsh straight away. But now we looks like we're getting a bit of that back. He seems to be like making him go a little bit more out every game. It seems to be becoming a little bit more because I've been playing in that style for such a long time.
Yeah,
he seems to be changing it gradually, not by going in there throwing his tactics at them.
Yeah,
he's still playing that 4-2-3-1, and the same as the other teams did, but we're a little bit more wider.
Yeah,
I think that's probably our best formation. And I know we're going to lose Rocker from that possibly, or maybe move McKennie into that 10 like we did against Fulham. But I do feel 4-2-3-1 is our best formation.
Yeah, I think it is against certain opposition. I think the good thing about Javi Gracia is that he's adaptable. So he'll look at the team we're playing, he'll look at the players he's got available to us, and he will adapt as and when he needs to. So he might go a 4-4-2, he might go a 4-2-3-1,
4-3-3,
4-3-3, 4-2-2-2, whatever it's going to take. I think he's not scared to change it if he needs to. Where you've got someone like Bielsa who is very, I'm playing this way, and it doesn't matter if we haven't got the players to play this way. I'll just fit someone in there to do it. Whereas I think Javi's a bit more. I think we can't play this way because this player's not here.
Yeah.
Let's mix it around.
I think from what I've seen from him so far, I know obviously Nonto didn't play yesterday, but from what I've seen, he seems to build a team around his best players instead of a formation.
Yeah.
And like not formation, tactics. And I do feel Mug at the best out of, you say, Sinisterra. Sinisterra could just come back just in time for that April run-in. I keep talking about April.
Yeah, you do.
It's this is big for us.
April.
I know, and obviously the rest of the teams all around us, and then there's Liverpool at home. Big month.
Big month. But so the game yesterday, if we're going to go back to it,
we have to.
I think true. I think there was never a lack. Like it happens to Leeds. It happens to Leeds quite a lot where we lose control of a game. And under this manager, it doesn't seem like that's the case. Even when we're sort of under sort of pressure, it never looks like we're struggling to deal with it. We seem like we know what we're supposed to be doing, and we're doing it. We're doing it okay. Obviously, when you play against a Chelsea, you're going to give away chances.
Of course you are. Yeah,
it's going to happen.
I know they lost to Southampton, but did you watch that game? They had loads of chances.
They did, yeah. They battered them.
And if they had a number 9, they'd be well up that league.
Yeah.
If they should have kept Lukaku in that team. Honestly, they're
Lukaku.
Yeah, but I don't understand. Look, I'll take Lukaku at Leeds as our number 9 as a battering ram.
Well, I'll take anyone that can score.
He can score. He can score.
He can score in the Italian league.
Yeah. That's not a bad league.
It's not, but it's not the same. And he was scoring in the Premier League, wasn't it? Before he left, he was scoring, and West Brom. He was scoring goals, and then he left. Just carried on scoring, and he's come back. And again,
but they didn't play to his strength.
Someone who's no.
Did you watch the games? They were just.
No, I never watched Chelsea games, to be honest with you. I never did.
It's because
I'll be straight.
Because they just eat prawn sandwiches, don't they?
I never watched any of Chelsea's games when Lukaku was there, unless they played against Leeds. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know what they did with him, to be fair. But yeah, you're going to give away chances away. You're going to give chances away against good teams. And I know João Felix hit the bar yesterday.
Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah, that was.
It was a good save from Meslier on Havertz, I think. But other than that, it wasn't all like, you know.
We weren't under the cosh.
No, we weren't under the cosh. It was a controlled sort of defensive display. I felt like it's just the other end. It's just the other end where we're just falling a little bit short.
It's like deja vu, though.
It is, but I'm not worried. As again, I keep saying I'm not worried. I think there's teams that we play against. We play this way. We'll find a lot of success.
Yeah,
because they ain't gonna be as good as Chelsea, and you've seen against like even Fulham. We
played well.
We should have won the game.
Yeah.
We should have won that game. We had enough chances to win the game. But again, it's only not 9 days now. 9 days has been here.
Yeah.
And you can already see in terms of how
possession.
Yeah, how he wants to play. He wants to build from the back. He wants to build the ball from the back. But he's not scared to just slap it forward if we need it to get forward. But he wants that build up play. And he's attuned the players to find spaces on the pitch. If you notice, if you watch the games now, there's not this kick and rush stuff that goes on before, where we're just trying to get up the field as fast as we can. I know there's still moments like when Paulinho scored and Adams has tried to quickly play that ball into the middle. It's going to happen. You know, they're still adjusting, but attacking wise, we're finding spaces, and we're finding people in them spaces. It's not just all over the shop. And I'm quite confident that once we score a goal, and it's not just a fluke, or it's not just come off, even if that does happen, I think once we score a goal, or we go a goal up, I don't see us being the Leeds of old and conceding straight away.
And we've got a big game next week. Very, very big game. Against an informed team. This new manager seems to be getting a proper good tune out of.
He does. And they hate Leeds. We don't seem to play very well against them.
Well, they seem to have our number tactically every single time. So hopefully,
Gracia
we'll have something to say.
Well, this
like that.
Definitely, because I think our hindrance against the team like Brighton has been our attacking play. So Bielsa was all out attacking. Marsh again, he was sort of similar. Brighton may have been the kryptonite to that sort of type of style of play, whereas now we're a bit more measured. We're a bit more. We take a bit more care on the ball, and I think it'll be a closer game than it has been in the past.
I hope so. Definitely. I really, really do, because they seem to score a lot of goals against us.
Well, to be fair, they haven't absolutely hammered us in the Premier League, but the overall play of the game has been quite. They've dominated us. Yeah. Like even in the game earlier in the season when they beat us 1-0 for 70 minutes of that game, up until they scored, really, it was pretty much all them.
Yeah.
And then once they scored, we decided that we were going to try and score then. But we'll get more into Brighton in the week, I reckon.
Yeah. But, well, I guess that's good timing, really, now then. So, I think we'll just finish this up here right now. We've talked about Chelsea a bit. We're going to be bringing a Brighton preview episode at the middle of this week. And just want to say thanks for listening. I've been Kevin.
I'm still James.
And thanks for listening.
See you later, guys. Take care.
Bye-bye.